Hello and welcome back everyone. In this session, we are going to see how we can create the SolidWells. For this session, you will have to open solidwells.jt file. Once you import the file, it should look something like this. Since in this session, we are going to create the solid weld, first question you might ask, how can we decide whether to create the 2D or 3D weld? And to decide that, you will have to ask yourself few questions. One of the major question is how the two components have been manufactured. Mostly we prefer the solid weld whenever the components are made up of casting and we want to connect these two components through the weld. I can understand that majority of the components which are made by the casting process, they will get assembled through the bolting connection. But still, if the manufacturing engineer decided to connect these two components to the weld, at that location you will have to create the solid weld. Another area where you might use the solid weld is the component made up of the sheet metal operation but having the thickness greater than 10 mm. There is an interesting logic to create the solid weld whenever the component have the thickness above 10 mm. You can imagine like this. Generally we create the 2D mesh where each node has the 6 degrees of freedom. Since each node has the 6 degrees of freedom, those elements have the sufficient flexibility and they can represent the bracket having the thickness less than 10 mm because that particular bracket will also have the some flexibility. But once thickness exceeds about 10 mm, then the bracket will get sufficient stiffness and because of which bracket will lose its flexibility or it will not sag very easily. And hence we don't want to have those extra 3 degrees of freedom for our mesh. So to represent those brackets properly, we are going to create the 3D mesh. And if we decided to create the 3D mesh, then of course the welds which are connecting them has to be the 3D one only. So here first let us check what is the thickness of the component. Go for F4, click on 2 points and simply select these 2 points. As you can see, currently thickness is 12 mm. Similarly, let us check the thickness for this plate as well. Here also the thickness is showing 12 mm. That means definitely here I can go for the solid weld. Now let us return these things. Again go for Shift F1. And here let us select all the component and set it to auto color so that for us it will be very easy to segregate the component. Now if I go for component, let's say instead of solid weld underscore 4, here I will simply put the name as welds. Then again for the blue component, I will rename this component as a bracket. And for the yellow component, I will simply rename it as a plate. Now I know I want to connect the bracket and the plate through the weld component. So let us see how we can do that. Different organizations have their own method of creating the solid weld. I will show you the simplest one. So the way I like to create it is that first I will delete all the solid. Simply go for delete and then go for solid. Simply select all the solid, make sure that the delete bounding surface is switched off and click on delete entity. Again set it to return and here instead of by topo, I will go for by 2D topology. Next thing I like to do is to check the node tolerance. Let us press O on our keyboard and from the geometry under the cleanup tolerance I will set it to 0.01. In your case, if it has already been set it to 0.01, then you don't have to worry about it. Go for mesh and under the node tolerance also let us put the same tolerance of 0.01. Make sure the element size is 4 mm and set it to return. Before we go for actual meshing, let us try to prepare the geometry for the meshing itself. Now since the bracket and the plate are going to be connected through the weld, there should not be a node-to-node connectivity between the bracket and plate directly. It has to be through the weld only. So let us make sure our weld has the T-junction or the yellow color between the plate and the bracket. To do that, simply press Shift F9 on your keyboard, go for surface to surface trim. Select this surface. Again let us do the same thing on this side as well. Again click on this surface and select this bottom surface. Again click on trim. Now automatically you can see here the yellow color is coming. That means now these edges are being shaded. Similarly, let us do the same thing in the bottom as well. Once that has been done, same thing you can do at the top as well. So select this one and go for this surface. Click on trim button. Perfect. Let us do the same thing on this side. Before going for actual mesh, I will always spend lot of time on the geometry itself so that eventually my mesh would be very good. Now let us go for F11 or the quick edit. Go for split surface using the node to lines, select this node and select this line. Press middle button, let us do the same thing over here as well. Make sure you have the proper surface cut so that whenever you put the mesh adjacent to the weld has to be the perfect chord only. Now let us set it to return. Here I will create another component by pressing Ctrl D over here and simply I will type as a 2D element. This element I am going to delete it later on. Now let us go for auto mesh by pressing F12 on our keyboard, click on surface and select this particular surface. Instead of element to surface component, I will set it to current component and simply click on mesh. Now as soon as I press the mesh button, the mesh have been placed. Again go on for the mesh style and here I will set it to all chord. Click on the mesh button. Now the mesh look good. Now here is the trick. Depending upon the organization you work for, the organization will have the set of roles. For example, some of the organization allows to have the tria and eventually penta element in the weld. But many organizations don't like that. They want to have all perfect chord in the weld element. So even if you have the rotating chord, for them it is okay. So here I am going to follow that organization standard where it is allowed to have the rotating chord in the model. So to do that, again let us go for density because for a time being we are assuming that as per our organizational standard, we don't allow to have the tria and eventually penta element. So here I will increase the number by 1. Just remove this link opposite edges, click on this number and as you can see, now I have the perfect element. Again click on return and in the similar way, let us mesh this end as well. Again let us go for mesh style, click set all and perfect. Go for return. Now let us make sure that the quality of this element is also perfect. Go for preference and click on criteria file setting. Wait for it. The target element size that I am currently following is 4 mm. Minimum I want 1.1 and the maximum I want 8. Rest of the parameter I will keep them as it is. Let us click on OK button and here instead of by component I will go for by element quality. Now as you can see currently 4 elements are filling and 2 of these elements are over here. And here is the interesting thing now. It seems like the plate is not in perfect align with the bracket. So even if I go for by component, here also let us go for by component and you can see currently there is a gap between the plate and this particular component. And of course in the reality this is not going to happen. Currently this is happening just because of the inappropriate CAD data or because of the tolerance value. So here I will make one assumption that this particular edge is touching on the bracket itself. Because if there is a gap between the bracket and the plate, the weld is not going to be placed over there. This assumption does make sense that the bracket and the plate are touching at least in the weld area. So here I can simply go for F3, that is replace node. Simply select this node and select this one. Set it to yes now and again go for auto mesh. Press F12 on your keyboard. Instead of surface I will go for element. Again select these elements or simply select all the element. Say biface and say mesh. Again go for mesh style and set it to all. Now let us again go for quality parameter and check how many elements are failing in the quality. So currently there are 2 elements are failing. So don't worry about it. Simply go for 2D and click on quality index. Then go for element optimize and simply click on that element once. Automatically that quality will get removed. Similarly, let us do the same thing on this side as well. Again you can see the quality have been removed. Again let us click on this button. Let us say by component. Now we are going to drag this 2D element into the 3D one. To do that, simply go for 3D. Go for solid map. Here let us go for line drag. Here I will say I want to drag this particular element. Then element to match. As of now, I don't have any element to match. So here I will say none. Along the geometry, I will set it to line. There are multiple options by the way. You have to set it to lines. Again, let us go into the wireframe and select the lines through which you want to drag this element. Once the line have been selected, again come back to the shaded mode. Here instead of density, I want to set it to size. So let us again go for element size and set it to 4. Click on mesh. Now the mesh have been ready. Let us do the same thing over here as well. Again go for 3D, solid map, elements, select these elements, then select the lines. Once it has been selected, simply click on mesh button. Again set it to return. And now we can create the weld component. So go for create, go for component, and I will say solid weld. Then press Shift F11 to organize the collector. Go for element by collector. Simply click on this solid map and I want to transfer this element into the destination component, which is solid weld. Click on move button and that's it. Again click on surface. So far we are successfully able to mesh the weld. Now let us try to mesh the plate and see how the connectivity have to be maintained. So you can start over here. Simply go for auto mesh and try to select the surface. Once all the surface have been selected, simply press middle button. Now here we have to observe the mesh very carefully because adjacent to the welds there should not be a tri element. Now here it looks perfect. Again let us observe this one over here. Here I will change the number to 5 and it is always better practice to have at least 2 layers of element. So switch on the link opposite edge, change the number over here so along the length it will get changed. Again let us try to observe where we might have to work. Again same thing. Here let us change the number to 2 so it look perfect one. So far it seems like the connectivity have been maintained over here, but we will have to do the equivalence because the number is changing, but don't worry about it. Again let us observe the mesh over here, it looking perfect. So only thing is that here the connectivity have not been maintained at all. Again let us set it to return. And let us try to focus on this region only. So first let us save this particular view, say return, go for D, instead of element set it to geometry and set it to none. Set it to return now. Now here I want to do one thing. I want to make the equivalence over here. So go for F3, select this node and this end node. Let us do the same thing over here only. Oh, this is not what I wanted. So go for undo. Again press F3, again go for this mode, select this one and this one. Perfect. Again let us do the same thing over here as well. Again let us go for shaded mode. So here I can try to change the number by 1. Instead of surface, go for element. And here again done. Now here I can locally try to do the remesh. But before that we will have to equivalence this element. Go for preview equivalence and set it to equivalence. Again go for auto mesh panel, only select this particular element. Perfect. Now the mesh looking very good, but here we can also try to make the align node. Go for F7, select this 2 node and align this particular node in between these 2 nodes so that the transition would be smooth. And here we might have to do the smooth operation in order to get the better mesh. So go for Shift F12, select this particular element and let us try to press the smooth button. Again. Now I hope the mesh is looking very good, but still we will have to do the quality check. Again let us go for Shift F3 so that first we will equivalence it so that there will be proper node connectivity and then we will maintain the quality. Go for displayed element and go for preview equivalence. Again let us see preview equivalence. Currently 29 nodes have been found. Now let us increase the tolerance and see if within that tolerance also same nodes have been found or not. Again 20 nodes have been found. Simply click on equivalence. Now I hope the equivalence is proper, but to be sure you can do another thing. Again go for displayed element and here click on find edge. Once you find those edge, again click on the edge, right click over here and set it to review. Now make sure there are no free edges in between the elements. Now it looks perfect. Again go for Shift F3 and set it to delete edge. Again set it to return. Now here you can see, currently I can have the better mesh over here. Again select this much of region. Press middle button and here instead of mesh style, I will set it to all chord. But still only one triangular element is getting created, so I am not going to worry about it. Again let us go for quality. Oh, currently none of the elements are failing, but here I can have the better transition. Go for 2D, quality index and simply try to optimize this element so that this particular line would be straight. Perfect, it looking good now. Okay, now let us again set it to by component. Again go for D, say none and all. Now again I can just reflect the top mesh at the bottom. So to do that, simply press F8 on your keyboard. First create the center node. Again go for reflect, so tools, click on reflect. Select one element and you can go for by attach. Go for Z axis and simply select the center node as the point of symmetry. Go for element and just duplicate the element in their respective component collector. Again go for reflect, again say return. Now again properly observe whether it has been following the weld or not. Once we are sure, then we can create the solid mesh in between the top and the bottom plate. So try to hide the surfaces over here and again go for 3D. Again go for solid map. Here I have the elements to drag, or instead of line drag you can go for general. Here elements to drag, I will select first one, second one and third one. Simply go for element and set it to biface. Oh, as you can see, all the elements are not getting selected. So don't worry about it. Go for return, click on this faces icon, and if this icon is not showing in your window, then go for view, then go for toolbars, and here there will be toolbar calling it as a check. Again go for view. Just switch on this checks toolbar so that those faces option will be present. Again go for faces and simply click on delete faces. Once we delete the faces, again select this particular solid component. Click on the find faces and set it to return. Oh, as you can see, the faces have not been found because currently I am selecting the 2D component. Try to select the solid component and click on find faces. Now let us try to connect the top face and the bottom face. To do that, simply go for 3D, go for solid map. Here elements to drag, I will select this one and this one. Go for by face so that all the top elements will get selected. Go for elements to match, and here also you will have to take a look into status bar and make sure on the bottom as well we are having the same node. Once the top and bottom element have been selected, along the geometry I will not set anything. Simply click on none. Here instead of element size, generally there is a rule that along the thickness of plate there should be at least 3 layers of element. So here I will set it to 4 and simply click on mesh. Again set it to return, and here I will go for plate, right click, set it to make current. Now let us first organize the element so that it will be better for us. Go for by collector, simply select the solid map collector and put the mesh in the plate itself. Perfect. Again go for faces and just delete the faces. Again here instead of this particular color I will set it to this one, so that there will not be a confusion between the faces and the element itself. Again switch on the shaded geometry and again let's see which regions have been left off. So far we have been successfully able to mesh the weld and the plate. Now it's time to mesh the rest of the bracket. Simply go for F11, that is quick edit, and go for node. Try to do the same thing on this end as well. Once the element have been placed, now it's time to mesh those regions. Go for surface and simply select this surface. Make sure that there is a proper connectivity. Again let us try to do the same thing. But if you can see, currently even if I try to select this region, the entire region or entire face is getting selected, which I don't want. So here I can do one thing. As of now I am not interested in the plate, so simply I can hide the mesh on the plate. But as soon as I hide the mesh on the plate, these elements are also getting hidden. So let us change the color of this. Right click, set it to make current. Again press Shift F11 and let us try to segregate this element or put these elements into our current component. Now let us go for plate and hide this plate element. So in this region, in order to create the mesh, again let us go to the surface and here I will simply create the rolled mesh. So go for 2D, go for rolled. Here let's say start with this node and then end with this node. Again for the line list, I can select this particular line list. But as you can see, the length of the line is also a bit higher one. So again I can't do this option, or if you have to do it, you can shorten the length of the line. So select first node and approximately second node I want to be placed at this location. Instead of keep surface, I will set it to delete surface. Again set it to create and perfect. Here I will increase the number by 1 so that there will be a perfect mesh. Again set it to return and again go for surfaces. Here also let us try to create the mesh. Go for node path. Oh, here many times it will happen that whenever you try to select one node, the different nodes are getting selected, and generally it happens because there is not a equivalence between the node. Go for preview equivalence and simply equivalence those nodes. Again go for 2D and go for rolled. Once the mesh have been placed, set it to return, and now we will have to do the same mesh at the bottom also. Go for W or F11 in your case. Select this node and this one. As you can see, currently the mesh have been already placed. Set it to reject because I don't want hypermesh to put the mesh. So again press O on your keyboard. Under the topology revision, set it to keep mesh. Go for return and again go for quick edit. Again go for rolled, set this one and set this as a line list. So again make sure here we are not selecting the entire length. So let us go for surface mode, select this node and this node in order to shorten the length. Set it to return now and set it to return again. Oh, Ctrl Z or say reject. Again set it to create and here increase the number by 1 so that there will be a perfect mesh. Again switch on the surface and try to observe how the elements are being placed. Here probably I can just replace the node. Go for F3, select this node, select this line and this node. Again we can go for project node because I think this node has been shifted away from the geometry. So or you can do one thing as well. Go for F8, select this one and this one. So actually there are multiple ways through which you can get the better mesh. Perfect. Now the mesh is looking very good. Now let us try to create the mesh for this region where we will be able to mesh one end of the bracket. Before we can drag this element along this direction, let us first create the mesh in this region as well. So again let us go for 2D, go for rolled, go for node path. Select this node path or first let us go for equivalence. Go for displayed, preview equivalence and set it to equivalence. Here we have to be extra careful that we are not selecting the element from the plate. We have to select the element from the bracket. Go for biface, simply set it to mask. Now it is clear to me. Again go for ruled. Perfect. Now we can just drag the element along the x direction. So again let us go for surface mode. Here I will switch on the faces and just extract the faces from the solid element. Now let us go for 3D. Go for solid map. Click on line drag. Simply select these elements. go for element by face. Here I will say element to match. No, I don't have any element. Select this line to drag and also line at the bottom. Along the density I will set it to 4 and simply click on mesh. Perfect. Now the mesh is looking very good. Let us do the same thing entirely and exactly the same procedure on this end as well. Once the mesh have been placed, now let us drag this element. Perfect. Now the only thing that has remained under the bracket is this particular region. So to mesh this region, we can do very simple thing. Let us go for quick edit. Simply create the cut like this. Here also let us create the cut like this. Now let us put the mesh in this region. Make sure we have the 4 layer of element and here make sure we have the proper capturing of the geometry. Go for F3, select this one and this one. Click on preview equivalence and set it to equivalence. Let us try to have the same mesh at the bottom as well. Now here you can observe at the top I have the mesh, at the bottom I have the mesh and through which it has to be connected, that portion also I have. So again let us extract the faces from the solid element. Elements to drag, let us select this one, go for by face. Elements to match, I already have which elements I want it to be matched. So let us say this element I want it to be matched. And along the geometry, again I have the element. So here you will have to set it to mixed. From the element, select this one and this one. Go for element by face and now simply click on mesh. As you can see, the proper elements have been placed. Now first let us delete the faces. Simply delete this one. Again let us go for return. Here I will switch on the bracket, right click on it, set it to make current and again organize the element collector wise. Once the element have been organized, now I can simply click on weld, bracket and just solid weld. Right click on it and set it to isolate only. So here I will have to switch on the plate as well. From here again I will mask the 2D element because we don't require the 2D element. In case of solid weld, very important check that you have to take is that there should be a connectivity between the weld and the respective component. But these two components should not be touching each other. To do that check, press Shift F5 on your keyboard, go for between, select this component and plate. Basically, here we are trying to find out which nodes are being shared between these three components. Simply click on find and set it to return. Oh, again. It seems like some of the 2D elements are still present over here. So now if I zoom in at this location and press Shift F5, you can see there is no connectivity between this region. And it's supposed to be like that only because these two components are not going to transfer the forces through that region. The forces will get transferred through the weld only. and because of which at the weld location only there should be a node sharing. Once it has been confirmed, another check that you can take is that go for model, click on isolate and just isolate the solid element. Here one thing again, let us do that. Show all the elements and here go for mask. Here I will hide the 3D element and this element I will simply delete it because I don't require them now. Now again let us go for model, simply isolate this solid element and say unmask adjacent. So here as you can see only one particular layer is coming and which has to be like this only. So this is how you can create the solid weld. I hope you have understood it clearly, and even if there are more doubts in the solid weld, feel free to ping me at any time. We will resolve all those doubts. So we will meet in the next session. Till then, take care. Goodbye.